Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. We are setting the scene in the Sept of the Green and in the veil-protected area of the training grounds, where it seems there is the usual gaggle of people in and out doing their thing and whatnot. 10 Point, for what it's worth, is idly approaching, which is made perfectly evident by the idle jingle-jangle that follows her about as she moves around. So what all's going on there as she comes to the training ground? Who's here? What's going on, guys?
Shin Lo is basically off to the side, having his tea by his lonesome, and basically writing down a few things. Going.
For his part, Raphael is drinking some coffee and is absent-mindedly feeding the birds with seeds as he looks at Shinlo, because this is the most interesting thing he's seen the afternoon.
Felix is walking in on the scene, eating some pizza with his hat on backwards like a cool kid.
Yeah. Simon is right behind him with also a piece of pizza. He probably brought whatever people on the Guardians weren't eating to bring to whoever was going to be there. So he's got a box with him.
How about Dally? Is she there?
Yeah, she'll make her entrance in a bit.
Okay. That works. So yeah, we got some people with pizza and their hats backward like cool kids. Got people having tea. Got people bemused that someone is having tea on the training grounds, which is not an unfair reaction, really. And so 10 Point will assess the various options she has here, and we'll meander over to where Shinlo is settled. This is true, you don't. But yeah, so she'll come on over and kind of gesture in an inquisitive fashion at the table, as if she doesn't, or I guess whatever he's got set up there, as she doesn't want to invite herself into his company without permission.
10 Point. You are more than welcome to join me, if you will.
And yeah, she'll sweep her skirt and... Oh, thank you. Sweep her skirt and go ahead and hunker down on her knees there.
And he will pour her some tea. And oddly, this tea is kind of have like a reddish tint to it.
A reddish tint, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell distinctly of anything?
It smells very... If autumn had a smell to it, it's got a very herbal smell to it. Very calm and relaxing.
It's pumpkin spice. You can go ahead and say pumpkin spice.
No basic bitch stuff here. This is all herbal and authentic. This is Shinlo basically said this is red tree tea.
Oh. And yeah, she will settle in and sip at the tea inquisitively, because he always has the weirdest tea. And I mean, what with it being red, she kind of expected to, catch a smell of fruit in it, but no, fuck it. It's definitely not fruity. So yeah, she'll join him there. When Felix is within a certain range, he'll get an idle upward flick of the chin in acknowledgement, as is apropos without being over the top.
And he'll give a wave of his hand. It's just kind of like, no.
No.
No. Ooh, is that tea?
It is
According to
red.
legend, it would seem so.
And this is a new voice.
Simon
Da-da-da.
looks at the people having tea. Looks at Raphael having coffee. Looks back at the people having tea. Looks back at Raphael. Is this a coffee versus tea thing going on?
Blink.
Shinlo
I
would just
don't
shake
know.
his hand and just look at the tea, just drink it.
I mean, if it is, I didn't knew about it. I should have brought a sword to that fight.
I mean, you often see people arguing about what's better, tea or coffee. I don't really care.
There's no point in arguing about the fine arts of the tea or how the coffee bean is smashed up in grains. They're both soothing to one's soul and can enrich one's flavor.
Mm. I'm not really sure coffee can be qualified as soothing.
To some it is, to some it's not. To each their own. Basically, he'll sip his tea.
Oh man, I need to fucking record you.
In other words, you do you, boo-boo.
Hey, don't steal my job. I don't go around, kicking people and smashing their head against, walls. That's your job.
Look back at Felix. Is that my job?
I mean, it seems that Felix is greatly corrupted by the Weaver and doesn't hear jack shit. So I would suggest you drive your attention to somebody else.
Well,
That was an OC comment.
yeah, yeah. I think having technical difficulties, but yeah, I'll say, so that's my job.
I mean, maybe.
My point is just doing the tennis face.
The what?
The tennis face. Which means as they're having a ridiculous conversation, she's
Yeah.
just kind of flicking a glance back and forth between them like, this is happening in real time.
I mean, what do you think, girlie?
Oh, I wouldn't be so bold as to interrupt. She'll smile and immediately bring up the tea. I'm like, oh, that would be rude. I'm enjoying this tea here, this fine tea.
Yes, I'm in loss, and I smiles.
God help her, she looks moderately mischievous.
Shinno, may I have some tea?
Let me think about that. And basically, he'll pour another glass. There you go.
Thank you. And he'll sit down. And he'll set the the parts of the pizza in a little box that he found in the middle so that anyone can serve themselves.
This is the classiest lunch. Coffee, tea, and pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, this is an out-of-game observation. Just,
Okay,
oh,
sorry.
God.
Some of you said that basically Shinlo will just look at the pizza. But last time when pizza was brought and tea was brought, some of you said you did not like the combination. If you all would like something else, I would be happy to whip something up for you all.
At which point 10-point glances around in confusion, because whipping something up tends to imply use of a kitchen.
You'll see a little heater off to the side,
Ah.
and then you'll see a big, a duffel bag full of stuff.
He's got like the propane hot plate. Good
Yeah,
move, sir.
yeah.
Good move.
And basically, Shenlo will bring that over there, and basically he will go off to the side and start making something, and he will have his back turned in just a few minutes. So you can still continue to talk while I do this. And basically, he'll take out a little chopping board and start going to town, and he'll have a book open.
And Tip Point will observe this behavior and look at least moderately thoughtful.
I'd like some pulo, if you could. That'd be great.
You will like what?
Some pulao. You would. As he smirks.
And 10 Point is shamelessly unfamiliar with the world. Go ahead.
Make sure I keep that in my repertoire for next time. And he'll cut up some eggs and stuff and cut off, just start. He's kind of seems to be like, very intentively just looking at the book and looking at that, making sure he's paying attention to every little detail while he does that. This is going to take him a few minutes, maybe about 30, as basically the ingredients done and all that.
And,
but he's making sure. Oh, you
go
can
ahead.
say so. But he is going to basically be making, and he'll be making this.
Hooking us up with some ramen. Quality ramen.
And he'll take out take out some pair of chopsticks that a kinfolk obviously got for him at like a Chinese restaurant.
Grabbed a fistful.
He asked for. Yeah, and basically he'll pour it out, in 1, 2, 3, 4 bowls for people, and basically he'll just basically give it to y'all.
And 10 Point will be amused. And while he is cooking, we'll be glancing inquisitively over at Raphael. And when he asks for this particular food that she has never heard of before, we'll affect a slight head tilt. At the risk of showing my ignorance, Yaf, what exactly is that?
It's a name of an Indian dish. It's mainly made of rice. You might know it better under the name pilaf, as he points to Shenlo.
Oh, you mean that? And he'll kind of lean his head back and he'll kind of smile and he'll start laughing. Of course, do you want it? I can make it now if you want. It'll take me a few minutes.
And he looks at him. Well, you have my attention now.
He will go back over there, look at his bag, and he has a lot of rice because in order to maintain his physique, he has to eat. He has to eat that. He'll be over there for another. I'll give it another 30 minutes while everybody eat their food, and he'll just basically make another batch, a big batch of that. And I will even pull up the picture.
I mean, I have one.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah, he'll make that. And he'll basically go through and look at another little recipe books. You'll notice that he has a lot of recipe books over there. And he will make that. And he'll pass out another bowl. I'm going to need more gas, so...
Why?
I didn't hear either of you.
So, you go first, Damien.
I just said thank you.
But yeah, Simon's like, I'll try a little bit of both.
10 Point will pointedly have made sure that Felix is, if he's taken a bowl, will have taken it and started before she digs into the ramen. But fuck it, hey, free ramen.
Zombie Felix.
Before
No.
we dine, I would like to say a small prayer to the Emerald Mother.
Yep, Felix will cut the noodles with his tongue and teeth, and swallow the bit that he already put in his mouth. He'll set the bowl down, and well, actually, like, bow his head and close his eyes.
Shenlo will bow. Through the Emerald Mother, we have been blessed with a meal of great importance. We come together as a sept, and we come together whole. We are here today to share a meal amongst brothers and sisters of your loving light and care. Brought forth to anywhere we may go or may seek the balance. We are Guru in your eyes, and we are your favorite children. In these words, we say, thank you, Emerald Mother, and thank you for the lovely and bountiful meal from your son to another.
Thank you, Emerald Mother.
Thank you, Emerald Mother.
And 10 Point will murmur much the same. Again, looking slightly bemused, just because Shinlo has a habit of surprising her with his weird habits.
Yeah, I mean, that's what.
Raphael is silent as he's as he had rice in his mouth, and he just he keeps eating it silently, moving slowly his mouth.
Thank you, Shinlo. That was very well said.
They well, it seems that they do things very differently back at your home sept, Shinlo.
Yes, we do many things that are quite different. We are part of a different society when we're over there, but we must learn the cultures of this society.
You better watch out. By being too different, one day you might think of leaving. I got jokes.
And yeah, 10 Point has once all is said and done and everyone picks up their food again, is picked up her bowl, but come a heavy thudding as the dummies cry out in agony. Will briefly turn her attention that way as the others continue to talk, kind of having a listening pose. And yeah, given a moment to kind of assess whatever she's seeing or hearing or whatever it is, she kind of perks up a bit and takes more of her attention that way, and will in fact rouse up, though she'll bow down again and ask, "May
If this have
perhaps
something,
not."
if this have something to do with, and he'll look over there, like he can see Dallas over there, right?
Yeah.
If this has something to do with have your friend over there, she is more than welcome to join meals with us. She is Guru, and she is part of the set. During the mighty feast of warriors, we have no differences at the table. She can join us.
And there'll be an appreciative little nod. And she'll go ahead and casually rouse up, taking the bowl with her because, fuck you, this is real ramen. It's good. And we'll amble idly in that direction, not looking especially alarmed, but just kind of doing a check-in.
Dallas currently has a one of the hanging wooden training dummies, which offer a bit more heft to them than, say, the straw ones. She has turned it into a sad state of affairs where it has many dents and pieces and chunks missing out of it. She seems to be working up a good sweat, smashing this new weapon of hers into it from various directions and various speeds and various strengths.
I'm going to assume the only thing saving this thing from being reduced to splinters is the fact that it is not stuck in a single position and can swing with the force of the blow. So,
Yes.
yep, she stops at that imaginary line that is gauged entirely based off however much annoyance or anger she feels coming off her packmate, and just kind of
So a few miles.
chills there. Nah.
She
She's
felt
all bold like
unbridled
that.
anger from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
She's not there yet.
There's just she pulls right up to that nice safe imaginary line and stands there barefooted and won't make any unnecessary gestures until Dallas sees fit to turn around and acknowledge that she exists. And in the meantime, it's just kind of mute company.
Anything coming through the pack link on 10 Points End?
She will let leak some measure of amusement, not in regards to Dallas, which is clear enough, and not quite mischief, but there's something rolling around back there. Something stirred up by whatever has her amused. But yeah, she's rolling some sort of plot or idea or the like around in the back of her skull. There's no real good impression of what it is, so much as the idea that it's there.
Dallas will sort of look over her shoulder as 10 Point comes into the periphery, and she'll kind of let out a small growl and kind of put all of her weight as she spins the hammer around and hits the dummy in the back, which will knock it right off the hook it's hanging from and send it rolling across the training grounds just past 10 Point, with now a big old dent in the back.
Yep. About time she gets attention, 10 Point goes through kind of her usual song and dance. She'll take a knee, popping her chin up.
What?
I merely meant to look in on you, Ryan. There's food to be had if you wish it, or I am here and available if you need me.
She holds the hammer by sort of the lower grip as she walks towards 10 Point, and then she'll look past 10 Point to see the group of a few of her favorite people. And a few people, or one person she doesn't know, and another person that she likes. And she just kind of gives a slight nod to Felix, but otherwise just takes a seat on the training dummy and looks over the front end of her hammer to see how it fared, and is surprised, or not surprised, but pleasantly satisfied with its performance.
So on the other side of the picnic, Raphael has catched Mr. Felix chopsticks with his own, and up and down, up and down. Hello there.
Hey, new face.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I'll keep that in mind. Rafael de la Villa Shadow Lord Ragabash Cliff. Here on a picnic.
Felix smirks and sets his chopsticks into his ramen and offers a hand and says, Felix Sullivan, D-name negative exposure, rocks your socks, answers the call. Born on 2 legs, under the crescent moon, warrior of cockroach, foster into the nation.
Your fosterness. As he shows throat.
And Felix will delicately take a finger and run it along. Like horizontally.
So answers the call.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name, but that only works if I have your number.
Yeah.
As he hand over a phone.
And you will need it, he says as he inputs his information.
Oh. You're gonna make me have a tour of the city? Is this the Glasswalker home tour of New York, where they show you everything that there is to know, and you're gonna explain me also that you know everything that there is to know?
Well, I might not explain it, but
Yes. You're right. You're a Fearge after all. Explaining stuff like that takes part of your mystery.
he picks up his chopsticks with a smirk and gives a comically flamboyant bow.
I'll guess that make me work on my normal people Fearge dictionary.
You sound like you're going to be a lot of fun, Raphael. I like that.
I like that you like that.
I like that you both like that.
And he turns to Simon. Now Simon, here, please. We're not yet in that stage of a relationship yet. He needs first. You both need to buy me dinner first. Then I may consider. So, Glasswalker, what's your general opinion on the impending apocalypse? Standing in the museum and not paying the bill?
Funny thing about that, it's not actually in the museum anymore.
He takes a notebook, scratch something, add another.
I read a report about how there was this scientist, maybe some private contractors that have it in a facility, not too far from New York, but yeah, that definitely needs to be addressed.
I see. He continues to take notes. And you can make a perception alertness if you want.
Let's see.
You know what? I think I will. A second.
Yeah.
I mean, of course you would. I told you.
This is a mystery, man. This is You've piqued my interest. So we do 6 of 1. 1 success.
Oh, let's see. Ooh, damn.
So with one success, Mr. Felix, you see that he seems to write in gibberish, or at least what it seems to be. With 4 successes, he's just drawing stuff. He's drawing a cockroach. He's drawing like you know when you're in a cartoon and someone is writing on a scroll and it's not really writing anything, it's just waves.
Yeah.
It's waves, and at some point there's word, and it's that's rude to look, and continues to write waves.
Yeah, he'll chuckle.
Ah, that reminds me. Do anybody want dessert? I've been saving these that the Ken brought by earlier. She gave me a lot of these. And basically, Shin will go over to his bag, and basically, he'll have some paper plates out. I'm put up the picture. She says she made them herself, and basically, he'll take these out and basically put them in the middle of the table. It's a Japanese dessert. I like these very much.
I've seen them being eaten in like anime and stuff. Always wondered what they were. Always wondered what they tasted like.
Now you will have a chance to. Now you'll have a chance to taste them. It is covered with red bean paste.
Well, I don't mind if I do.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he'll look to Felix first, see if Felix doesn't serve himself, as Felix is like higher rank.
Now fuck that shit. I'm taking it. Like I'm taking one. Like I don't give a fuck. I need to fucking eat, man.
Yeah, Felix will go for the quick second.
Yeah. He'll go for the third then.
Like there's a lot of them. It looks like it was just a bunch of extras that was just made a little bit too much, and that certain Ken just needed to just pawn them off on somebody.
You're
No.
pretty damn good, Shilo.
Oh, he didn't make this. So he said some kinfolk did, as he looks to.
Your kinfolk?
No, it was one of the Ken folks of my tribe. I'd be getting a lot of herbal spices, and I'm wondering if I can get this recipe to make these. I've been getting a lot of my ingredients from her.
Well, she doesn't follow. She doesn't have any protection. Might be a good idea.
So, what's in it?
And basically he'll take out a little piece of paper, and basically you'll see that he'll take out some reading glasses too. Hmm. It is basically almost like they made the paste of the red beans into fine paste and basically rolled them up with gelatin.
It's delicious.
I guess I'll have to steal the recipe.
Oh, you could ask for it. Though maybe that's less fun. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
the
exactly.
main ingredient is rice.
Well, good. That's not hard to find. Hmm.
No.
I'm glad you're enjoying the meal.
Mm-hmm.
So what does pass for fun around here?
A lot of us drink. A lot of us go to the training grounds. Drugs are a good pastime. Um,
He's gonna raise an eyebrow. What are we talking about? Crystal meth? Cocaine? What? You guys
Uh,
are making a drug deal over here?
definitely meth. I'll tell you all about the meth werewolves. um, I've seen some Molly tossed around. Um, I've got pretty good connections with, uh,
Ah, yes.
mhm.
I know also the.
Oh, if you're looking for more than one peyotes, you can definitely get some from the children.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I didn't got killed on my first meeting, so I guess that's a plus.
Oh, that aside, uh, your I'm sorry, where did you say your home sept was from?
I didn't say where my home set was from. As he smiles. I mean, they know. He points to 10 points, Simon and Shinlo. But I guess as he puts a hand on Felix's shoulder. Since you gave me your number, as he winks, I'll I'll tell you. I'm from the Earth's mother in Mexico.
Do they have punch face at the Earth's mother?
I mean, we do. We do have punch face. We have shoot face also. More rare, generally working with dummies and not people, because shooting face tends to end up with dying.
No bueno. Dying is no bueno.
Felix puts his tongue in his cheek and smiles a little bit, but otherwise tries not to comment.
I mean, to be fair, if it's not an enemy of Gaia that dies, it's kind of bad. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, and he nods. There's no time for waste.
Hmm. Oh, also, I'm wondering, should I get magical catnip now?
That
Or
is
dog treats, Scooby snacks?
That is probably a temporary fixture. If you want to help out, it's the cheese. And he like does that tapping the side of the head.
The cheese.
And just because it's comical and I was about to put it in the side chat anyways, 10 Point will have eventually roused up, coming across the gap between the two groups, bringing back Shinlo's bowl, but the comical part being that as she turns about to head towards kind of a middle point where there is a particular pole in the trading fields that is her arch nemesis that she must face. As she's heading past, there's a little white mouse kind of pokes its head out of her hair and proceeds to like scurry up one of her antlers. And just kind of takes a perch there as she walks over, almost as if to back up this notion that cheese is in fact the way to go.
That. I hope you guys don't get murdered by cats.
Do not worry. I've been appeasing her with stories. She enjoys the tales that I sang to her.
Wait, we have a crazy cat lady?
She
Or
is the
crazy
queen.
cat spirit? Crazy cat lady, crazy cat queen, it's more like the same thing.
And Tim will spare a glance back to the conversation and actually kind of cast an inquisitive glance to Felix, like, you got this? Do you need backup? Or shall I face my nemesis, the pole?
Felix points at wait, hang on, real quick. Where is Dallas? Oh, is she?
She's sitting on a training dummy.
Oh, yeah. Felix will point at Dallas. Like, maintaining eye contact with a 10 Point.
Yeah. She nods and returns to her idle traipse back closer to Dallas's direction, not quite all the way there, but we'll pause nearby and square up with her old friend the pole, the decidedly bloodstained pole.
Mhm.
And yeah, squares up bare-fisted and proceeds to start thumping away at it.
What? Don't.
I'm sorry. What was a question before we went on that one?
He was commenting on crazy cat lady, crazy cat queen, same diff. Which is
Oh,
what
yeah,
prompted 10 Point to look back and be like, "You got this, bro," because heresy.
Yeah, and Felix just says, to answer your question, there's there are two powerful spirits on Sept right now, and a bit of an issue with the animal shelters of New York. King Bragos, the king of pets, and Queen Tibia, the queen of cats.
On cat's pet.
Yeah,
No wait.
there's a weird love thing going on. It's complicated.
I get the feeling that someone's gonna get backstabbed. And if that happens, and he raised his right hand, I swear on my Scot honor, it's not gonna be me. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll manipulation subterfuge. For the funsies. 3 successes.
Yeah.
Hot.
Right.
Fucking Shadow Lords.
What did you say?
I had 3. Nah.
Nope.
Mhm.
So okay. I guess I understand. We got a lover squirrel on set with a cat and a dog.
Yeah,
That's gotta make it interesting.
don't go tossing that around. By the way,
What?
You don't want the you don't want either side's guards to hear that.
So pretty much okay. I need to get it right. So what you're saying is that you got squatters on Sept with their royal court, their guards, and they don't like each other. And basically, you're kind enough not to put them in their place.
They are powerful spirits that require our attention. In addition to that, the animal shelters of the city are being attacked by agents of the worm, so they could be an ally.
Hmm. You see, my problem here is that you say could, which implies this may not be the case. Or in the end, it may not happen.
Oh, the other possibility is that you know, is that we allow the spirits to be angered, and they take that out on us. And I know you're new here, but we have a lot of problems. We don't need another one.
So why exactly are they fighting? Like, why don't they like each other? Or is is the answer simply because they're cats and, well, dogs?
The um, the only thing I really know about that is that they are warring kingdoms, and that a long time ago, the king of pets wanted to, you know,
Get swifty.
get exactly get swifty.
Get
Huh.
ready?
The queen wasn't feeling it, so yeah.
Huh. Okay, I see. So it's not because they fought each other for important stuff. It's because one king felt that his pride was hurt. Huh. I mean, if I was an asshole, I could draw a parallel with the nation at some point and a certain tribe, but I'm not an asshole. I'm just a shadow lord.
Oh, you said you were born under the laughing moon, right?
Maybe.
Well, to ask questions, to tell the hard truth, it's your job.
Thank you. You're now my advocate. As he pats Felix on the shoulder.
I had a friend that was really good at telling the hard truth. She went back home.
Ah, the hard truth is always problematic. Generally, you have to make sure that you're at a safe distance, especially if there are full moons.
Yeah. Starting to learn that the hard way.
But Okay, so line up with me and Simon. So, so you need them to work together, right?
Yes. At least a little bit.
Hmm.
And 10 point over there. And I have a good plan.
Hmm. You are gonna. I don't know much about spirit, but I'm not sure a red wedding is gonna be the solution.
No, though, though it's really good to know I'm not the only one, yeah, watching that around here. And he kind of looks around to gauge everyone's reactions to see if there are any other Game of Thrones fans.
Like, I mean, yeah, red wedding was bad. Would be bad. Don't want anybody dead at a wedding. That'd be bad.
Hmm.
Hmm,
So
no, but
you
you're on the
have a
right.
plan.
No, yeah, and you're on the right track. Political
Hmm.
marriage.
Okay. As he nods. Political marriage are a thing.
Mhm.
It's easier. Now, what are you gonna do about the fanatics?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, let's be real. Let's put things, right where they are. You have two kingdoms that don't appreciate each other, right?
Hmm.
And you want to bring them together, correct?
Correct.
So, have you looked for the oversympathetic advisor? The one that is really super nice and really happy, or who's very friendly, old wise guy. Generally, um, they have a beard or a goatee, and turns out that they're assholes because they don't like the other kingdom and they would prefer that their king, in the interest of their people or their queen, of course, would win the whole game and be the king or queen of all pets. So, might as well jeopardize a political wedding.
Hmm.
So, have you looked into that? If that kind of faction even exists?
Honestly, no, I haven't. I thought it was the nature of jagglings and gafflings and the power hierarchy of spirits to pretty much assume that Bragos has more power over them.
Hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they don't want to make a coup and make themselves king, but they want their glorious king to be more king than he is, or their glorious queen more queen than she is. Because I would like to point out that a spirit dog wants to bone a spirit cat. I'm just gonna leave it there in terms of logic.
Oh no, the dogs are led by a frog.
He I mean, he doesn't say anything. He's gonna put his bowl down. Can you repeat that one?
Yeah, the dogs are led by a frog.
Hmm. Okay. 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 As he nods. So a frog, as he raised the volume, wants to fuck a cat.
Clap your hands if that's the most fucked up thing you've ever heard.
Thank you, dear public.
Cause yeah, no,
So,
that's fucked up.
so according to that logic, why wouldn't, a coup to diminish the other faction would be not, well, implausible.
Well, No,
Mm.
no, that's a good question. Well, as I've said, there's right now the only safe assumption is that the natural rank of spirits is going to be upheld. In the event that it's not, huh?
Huh? As he, he takes, yeah, fuck it, fuck it. He's gonna take a picture of Felix, dubious thinking face. Click.
What the fuck was that?
Now I just want to remember that thinking face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just in case, just in case I'm wrong, or I'm right. And I can send you a very silly face of myself if I'm wrong. And wear an amazing board, say with "I was wrong" around my neck. Stuff can happen. But as he raised himself as he stretched. Well, not that I don't appreciate all you people company, but I need to think about things, and maybe I'll need the assistance of a spirit talker to see if I'm just a crazy paranoid Shadow Lord who sees evil everywhere, or if there's something more dubious about this.
Oh, and one more thing before you go, Cleve. You're going to delete that picture from your phone.
And
or better
he
yet,
looks.
I'm going to delete that picture from your phone. And he holds out his hand.
As he thinks, ranking. And he's gonna press a button and give you the phone. And you're gonna feel your phone buzzing.
So, just so we're clear, Felix is now holding two phones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Felix will look at his phone.
He sent you the image.
Yeah. Felix is going to go ahead and just delete that. Off
and
of very, very specifically off of every place that he can find it in Raphael's phone.
And yeah, he takes a very pouty, sad face. Can I get my phone back?
Only because you asked so nicely.
Why, thank you. And he takes the phone, and he smirks. Oh, by the way, there's one last place you would need to go to erase that picture. And he's gonna tap his forehead. We'll need to discuss about how you intend to erase this, and I'm not a fan of opening my skull.
No. I like it there.
Okay. And he will bow to His Highness the Glasswalker, and before he walks off, he will turn to a certain distance, put his hand around his mouth, and say, "It was very nice to meet you, madam. We had a very interesting conversation." And clearly, this is pointed towards Dallas, and with that, he just leaves.
Just
The
a
yelling
little
wolf.
bit more.
Oh, go
Just
ahead.
a little bit more on the fire. Oh. Oh dear.
This will startle 10 Point enough that she'll miss a beat on her regular thumping of now decidedly bloody knuckles against the pole.
Yep, Dallas is making her way towards that pole.
Towards the pole and not 10
Shiloh is
Point?
right beside.
Uh-huh.
10 Point. 10 Point is gonna tactically retreat, by which I mean just kind of give that cautious 2 steps back so that she's out of hammer range as
Yeah,
Dallas
Shiloh
descends
is
upon
right
her
next
pole.
to it.
If steam could only come out of her mouth right now.
Shiloh would just stop and look at, because he's at the training dummy next to her. Basically, when you see Dallas coming for us, he'll just have that, "I need a picture for this." Because I think she'll take a point of rage for this. Because he's going to have a smile on his face like, nothing never happened. Like,
Yep. 10 Point and her bloody knuckles are now well out of Dallas's way. Okay, thanks. Because look, she knows she can knit. In fact, her knuckles are already starting to kind of slowly grow themselves back together. It's superficial damage, really, but that the hammer's pretty big. And, nope. Not
yes,
today,
this is the smile he got on his face.
Oh no. Oh no.
Simon is looking at what's happening over there and looks at Felix. Shit, man. I think shit might go down. Shit might get thrown.
All right.
There is just a palpable sense of tension through the pack link as Dallas seems to be building towards something. As that smirk just comes her way, and there's just this sudden pop of, yep, okay. Did you find fault in 10 Point's style of punching?
He'll be smiling like this, and he'll get wider. No, not at all. Her style is very good. I mean, her style is very, very good.
So you believe that you're superior?
I don't believe that I'm superior. Just ours. I mean, why do you think I think that?
Very good for a Westerner after saying, let me show a style that may suit you. I'm just curious.
I mean, do you feel like your style is better than mine? You have an impressive warhammer.
Would you care to find out whether or not your style is better than mine?
I mean, I would love to. Maybe this will work out some of the tension that happened yesterday. And maybe we can move on past this.
10 point. While only knowing so much about the situation and still being several steps away from this exchange, as the two are probably like got the anime deadlock with like the visible little zzz gaze, like visibly face palms for the sake of the audience across the way.
Yeah. Felix will pipe up right about now and say, look, there's a pending challenge right now. So, either you can march your pretty little asses on over to Hard Reset, or you can fuck off.
There's no, and he'll start laughing. Well, I mean, we can just, I mean, it's no problem with just selling it right now. I mean, get out of our systems when we go to her. I mean, I'll just be at fault.
As you say,
gave
Raya.
you an order.
She just looks over at Felix, and at that point, I'm going to say she spends a willpower point just to simply check herself, and she will only respond to what Felix has said as you say, Raya. And she will walk past Shinlo.
Of course.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's just spar. I mean, it ain't no problem with that, is it?
Shinlo, the worm foe gave you an order.
Temple will turn a glance over her shoulder. Raya, so long as the order is abided, is there any harm in using the training grounds for their intended purpose?
Am I the only one that sees provocation here? Really?
So long as both parties are in agreement on a spar.
And if things get too far, there's enough of us here to stop it.
I was going to receive the challenge anyway. I was the one in fault. Who had this smirk on his face.
Something about challenges, do I hear? You know, Aiden will appear literally behind Dallas. You know, it's kind of creepy.
Dallas just looks over her shoulder.
My point being, I've already said what needs to be said. Whatever happens from here on is on you.
Hang on, what's going on?
And if I have to deal with it, it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, Aiden will walk up to the other Foster and like give Felix this kind of quizzical bear, like, what the fuck's happening?
It appears as though Shinlo and your girl Dallas here may potentially spar.
Really now, Shinlo, you've been causing all problems, all kinds today. You know, he'll
Yes,
turn around slowly.
Causing problems. It seems like I'm the only one here who causes problems. It is to be expected. And he'll just smile.
He's kind of craning his head at Felix, like, is he? He give Felix one look, like, is he fucking smiling at me? You know, it's that type of look.
I mean, this is a training ground. If you want to spar, you can spar if you want.
And what's your issue, Felix?
My issue is that there's currently a pending challenge, and I'm not an idiot. I know provocation when I see it.
He'll nod and smile. Exactly. So, Shinlo, you're going to spar with me instead?
Okay.
Flex his muscles and crack his things. You know, he looks thoroughly delighted with himself. Does that agree with you, Felix, Jeff?
Yes, it will be more different than just kicking me on the ground. This will be much different.
Quiet, Cleith. The Ryas are talking.
Whatever you say.
Felix looks at Dallas, He says, well, he just he says, will you accept these terms?
You gave the order, Raya. I will abide by it.
Good. He nods to Aiden. Do what you will.
No bother, lad. And Aiden will flex out, take off his shirt and, ready himself,
Grant will take one of those, like one of the last Japanese dessert things, and he'll sit on the ground, like watching both fighters, like studying them.
So yeah, I guess we better roll initiative. I'm assuming.
Low will assume that style in that said picture.
Oh.
And basically, he'll look at them. So would you do this in Glavero? I mean, whatever suits your fancy, of course.
He twists his head at him, and Aiden will just roll. 1, 2, 3.
What dice roll are we in?
Werewolf, I'm assuming. I rolled from Werewolf to side. I'm rolling in Werewolf.
It is in
So
fact.
Aiden's just going to swing. So that's 2.
I'm assuming he's using the shillelagh.
No. Yes, actually, that's actually 3 with the shillelagh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, actually, not. No, that's my fist. Sorry, that's my fist. He's punched his fist. He's not
Okay,
interested with a weapon. Yeah.
So which dice roll we using?
Actually, Guardian, it's 3, isn't it? Jesus.
Werewolf.
Yep.
It's when we're protecting the
Yeah, it's
character.
all-
I'm
yeah,
guessing.
I think they've made the distinction about that. That it's only.
Yeah, it's just 2. It's just 2.
Okay.
If Shinno's trying to get out of the way.
He will take it actually. I'm just trying to figure out what dice roll we in.
We're in Werewolf.
Werewolf. Okay.
Werewolf.
Okay.
Roll my damage.
So is Felix and is Felix and Hamid or something?
Aiden's in Hamid. Aiden, I think everyone's in Hamid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll roll my damage. Just a 1. Discord hates my life.
Okay. If he takes that 1, he'll take it and be like, I know you could do better than that. And basically, he'll just go for a punch.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try to get out of the way. Let's see if we can. I got 2, so I get 1 away from that.
1.
She still get me.
So 4 carries over. Not 4. 1 carries over. It's 4 dice.
Actually, it would be just your basic strength.
Yeah, I know. It's 4 dice.
Okay, sorry.
Because 1 carries over. He'll miss.
And Aiden will take aim.
And he'll spend 2 rage.
And I'll probably roll initiative now since should we roll initiative? Keep it.
Yeah, you probably should at this point,
yeah,
especially if you're going to be spending rage and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll roll initiative.
8, 14.
So what Aiden will do, spend a rage and take aim. That's 2 successes, because I'm assuming precise comes into play for Aiden's deck specialty.
Yep.
So what's damage wise with a headshot again?
It's
I can never
plus
remember.
2 diff, plus 2 damage.
Plus 2 damage. 1. It's not 1. Straight to the noggin because Discord damage dice sucks ass.
He'll take
so
the punch and he'll look at him and he'll start laughing.
8.
Impressive. One, two successes. So the same amount of dice will be carried over. So 4 dice. Not 4 dice, but 1, 2, 3, 4.
So 2.
And he'll just bash him in the stomach.
That's fine. So Aiden's go. Aiden. Straight body shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Because Discord sucks.
So
Soaked again.
he'll take it again, and then he'll cackle a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll rage.
You have to declare your willpower spend beforehand.
Not spending willpower
Okay.
because I can't afford it.
I just figured I would throw that out there.
Good.
Oh dear.
I'm good.
He's gonna be like
Depending on the diff, I'm good. I think I'm
It
good.
never, like,
Never
You
goes
can't
to
drop
2,
below
yeah.
2.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
fine.
good. We're fine. We're fine.
You should be good.
he's gonna go for another body blow.
I will use one of my rage points to dodge this.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One, 2, 3.
Okay,
So-
so 2 carries over. So that'd be 5 dice. 1, 2, 3.
Soak 1.
We'll do another body shot.
And yeah, your rage go then, since I spent mine to dodge.
Okay. Just 2 successes will carry over.
Only 1 carries over. Because
Oh,
you're at
1 carries over?
Yeah, the first one doesn't carry over. The first one just means you hit.
Okay, so 4 dice again, usual. So 1, 2.
So can you that fucking hell? My rolls today. I'm on 5. And I gotta roll rage again. Oh nope, not frenzied yet. And I think if you spend 2, it's your go again.
Okay. We'll carry over. 1.
Only
My
one.
bad.
Yep.
We'll carry. My bad. 4 again. Successes.
Soak 2, so that's 6. I'm on 6. So,
Don't forget you guys are heal, or never mind, you're in Hamid.
Hamid,
Well-
yeah. So Aiden will spend a willpower and a rage 2. Praying you right in the skull. So that's just because do 10s take away? And I want the 2 successes thing. Do they do that here? I'm just making sure.
No, you can take away the lower ones first.
All right, so that's 2 to the head. One, 2, 3.
Jesus.
So he'll
Okay,
take this.
rolling rage again because Aiden's getting madder.
Thank God you're spending it. Oh, fuck.
And that's a frenzy. That's
Shit! All right. Anyone jumping in? Now's the time
Yep,
to roll initiative.
everyone roll initiative.
He will spend a rage to shift to Krynos.
Yep, I'm Rage of
Not
Krynos, and
me.
I'm going.
Yeah, he will spend his rage for Krynos. If we keep it the same
Make
initiative,
sure you stay in initiative order and spend when it is your turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're at the
Ah,
same,
can make rolls.
we're at the same initiative. We're at the same initiative. So just roll in to jump in. Basically, make sure Aiden doesn't kill you. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, my rage shifts, so
What the fuck? So much initiative for Felix. The level of panic.
Beat a 44, bitches.
you spirit of Frey, use a mother.
All right. 10 point is at 17. What's your dex?
And the form I'll be in is 4. Because I can relax into breed.
And what's your wits?
3.
My wits is
Roll
4, so I'll be going first.
Yep. Remind me what you guys had. One of you was 14, I think.
I was 14.
And what was...
Simon is 13.
Aiden is 16.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, 14 because I'm in Krynos because he should shift.
You
So
will
14.
have to do it in initiative. This is already
Okay.
at initiative. All right, so yeah, definitely Felix first. Or actually, I guess we were on Aiden's turn when he shifted.
Yeah, when he frenzied, we were on his turn. I just dropped rage, and now I think now it's Shinlo's turn.
Yeah, it'll
as
be-
Aiden just subs to Krynos.
Yeah. He is going to go.
If you think it'd be acceptable, what we can do is, we can set up initiative, and then all the people that are entering can do their turns after Aiden's, and then we can go back to regular initiative. Does that sound like comparable, functional, or should we just wait to come in on the next round?
Well, I mean, next round is just one action because it's Shinlo, and then it's the next round. Or actually, I guess it's rage actions.
Shin. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say have everyone pile in at the end of this initiative because it's not like we need a round to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll settle
Shin-
into proper initiative afterwards.
Oh, my bad. Shinlo will basically spend a willpower for Iron Resolve, which gives him 2 IBAG success on the next roll he do. And basically, he's
could have sworn Iron Resolve is just whenever you spend willpower for successes, it's 2. I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, is it like that? Can I just do that?
As if it's a passive thing, that just means that every time you get if you spend a willpower, you get 2 instead of 1. You can't spend willpower on combat rolls, so it wouldn't apply to this.
Yeah.
So, basically, is 8 and 05 bashing?
I think
I'm on bashing. I think I'm on 5 bashing.
Okay, is it possible to knock you out in bashing?
it is.
It is.
Because that's what he is going to attempt to do. He's going to spend.
I'm trying to remember. Yes, I think you can, and he doesn't rage heal unless you knock him all the way up to lethal in bashing. So,
He is just
You can't do bashing in Krynos.
No, you don't only do lethal.
Yep.
You can what you can do is try to grapple Aiden, and then you use the kind of squeeze attack, which does bashing.
But yeah.
Yes. I am going to attempt to do
That's what
that. He will spend He will spend a point of rage to shift, and he will basically go into the grapple. He'll basically go into the grapple.
So yeah, I think we both roll strength grapple then.
Okay, so okay.
Hey, look at Moshan driving just at the right time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, here we go. He will Nope, he doesn't get that.
Aiden throws you off.
All right, and then I guess we're doing the rest of the people that are jumping in immediately there. So Felix would be first.
Right. Shit. Fuck it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Felix will, Felix is... This is awful.
Want me to give you an advice as common sense?
Sure.
You can hold your action, and with 10 point, you can try to grapple him at the same time. So your successes will be something that he will try to get off more. Like, you know, you will try to grapple, he will try to grapple. He will try to grapple, and you will try to grapple, and the 10 point will try to grapple. So your successes, your total successes, is going to be what he needs to go more.
Well,
So you can hold your action and attack at the 10 points turn.
so
Okay.
then why don't I just grapple then?
Because, like, essentially you would have to wait till it was my turn to do it because I can't act on your turn. So essentially
Yes.
you'd have a half-second pause, and then we'd do it simultaneously, and he would have to roll against our
Against
collective rolls.
Yes. Thank you, Katie. I couldn't explain that shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That works. So yeah, I'll spend a rage to reflexively shift to Krynos, and then otherwise hold my action to do precisely that.
Yep, and 10 point will reflexively shift because she's 10 point. And yeah, it's pretty obvious where she's going to go with this, so both of them doing it at the same time works out pretty well. So let us roll.
Bitches.
What is that? A strength brawl?
The strength
Uh,
roll.
Absolutely. And the Aiden can roll either strength roll or dex roll
Strength roll.
without spending his own action.
Strength roll.
Yes.
That's the,
Okay.
that is the higher of my dice pools for this battle.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Jesus.
5, 6, 7, 8. Now the good rolls are coming with a frenzied. Oh my god.
May I ask, who did you frenzy on?
Shinlo. This is
Okay.
that's my strength roll to.
Yep.
'Cause
Yep. I
Well, I've got 2, not enough.
I got 3. Not enough.
yeah, Aiden's coming
Romigo,
at you like a hurricane.
You're going at Shinlo. He's gonna attack at Shinlo because Shinlo tries to, like his frenzy causes on Shinlo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's attacking Shinlo.
Hang on a second. We did things a little bit weird. Seeing as how Aiden and Shinlo already had their turns, and we were jumping in, what we were doing is pushing everybody after their turns, and then going back to regular initiative on the next action.
So yeah, for this turn, Aiden and Shinlo are at the top of initiative. So Felix and 10 point have done theirs behind it. And then now it's Grant's Dallas, and then it'll go exactly like the list.
Okay. I apologize. Let's go. I didn't do that.
It's all good.
So yeah, Grant is going to rage shift and try to grapple Aiden.
Catch me aside. How about that?
I see where you put all your successes. You saved them for this. You're an ass.
I didn't mean to.
Had to be Goku today.
Oh, thank God! I see a lot of ones, so Grant might actually be able to do it.
Yeah.
So that's take away. I only get 2 then. Yeah, just 2.
And Grant.
Don't
has
say
to-
Oh,
Aiden,
That was a sucky roll, but I just did it.
I got 2 as well.
No, ties
I
go
got
to the
2.
defender.
He's a
defender.
Shit.
Oh,
God!
this
It
is
is the
amazing.
turn of the get
Dallas, please. Please don't still be BRB'd. No.
Come on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas. Boodly boo.
Why when he's not talking?
Side chat. He said he'd BRB.
Oh God. Okay. We will wait for him.
Yeet. Should only be a second.
God damn it.
Fucking Aiden. Spiteful ass motherfucker.
I was gonna ask, everybody spend rage, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I spent rage.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
It's you. It's you. Please, dear
Four-
God,
four-
pin his ass
four,
down.
Four people have tried to grapple Aiden, they've all failed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Grant is going to spend three rage before shit gets too far.
Well, Dallas will spend 3 rage for extra actions, 1 rage for shifting into Krenos, and Dex Brawl.
It is strength
It's
brawl.
strength brawl. It's strength brawl for grapple.
Right, Dallas might be the one Dallas might be the one to do it because we're pretty similar dice pools as well. Oh, here we go.
Oh, my feet. I just burned my poor feet.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
8 and 4, so that's 12 dice.
What?
Strength.
She has
brawl
12 dice.
Oh, no, 12 dice. Yeah, so you got to beat 4.
ST, with him facing Shinlo completely, or he was squaring off Shinlo.
I didn't let anybody like that. If you were standing near him while you were sitting, it's fine. If you're not, then we will do the normal one. But actually, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Because the 4-person try to grapple him. Do it difficulty
And
5.
she was admittedly standing right there during the spawn.
Difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5?
Yes.
Please,
I will
dear.
take whatever I can get.
Oh.
Thank
10
God.
successes.
Are you gonna
And
inflict bashing
I
damage?
will, yes, I will.
9 plus your strength.
Oh, Jesus. You can choose to not squeeze.
I don't think you can kill someone with bashing damage.
No, but if she rolls enough, since he's already at, 5 or 6, it can roll all the
5.
way over to killing him. It can go to lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deep
kill me,
inside
Dallas.
Shinlo, this smell is happening. It's like, okay.
Kill me. Go on, do it.
You would say do it.
Question.
What's up?
This is going to be important. Now, this is between Aiden and Dallas. Given how well they know each other, even if there was the possibility of killing him, would Aiden have ever expressed, do whatever it takes to get me to stop frenzying?
Probably. Oh, yeah, no, he would have, yeah. Because, no, he would have. 10-point knows the rule. If Aiden loses it, get him the fuck down.
Well, let's get him the fuck down, but still.
Come on, kill me, Dallas, do it.
Like, I think whatever is necessary and killing someone
Yeah.
is like different, but like it's up to you, Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ST, will you allow like?
No.
Okay.
I know what you're meaning, but like that becomes a problem with Ag as well. So I can't do that without talking with the others and creating a rule. At the moment, the rule in the past there were people allowing like, I do like 13 Ag to you, but I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna let you go. That I don't think that is allowed anymore. So like I can't do it. I'm
Now
sorry.
you have
No,
to
I
stand by your rules.
Yeah,
Right.
I
You
apologize.
can't
So
just choose
he's
to
a-
hold him. There are like 4 people here
Yeah.
to help you squeeze.
I'm just thinking about things right now. So he's at 5 bashing, so it would take a total of
8,
6, 7,
9. I
2
think.
plus an additional 7. So it would take 9 successes to
to kill him,
Do it.
kill him.
Come on, kill me.
With
Come on,
17
do
dice.
it. Go for
or
it.
at least to
Go for
provoke
it.
a rage or a rage
A
kill.
rage roll.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it. I'm ready.
Ah!
Woo! Overconfident motherfucker. Let's do this. I'll be fine.
8
Oh,
successes.
you
It's not enough.
lucky
It's not enough!
bastard!
1, 2, 3. I soak it, so I go down. Whew.
Dallas kind of grabs a hold of him from like the side, and she will bend at the pull her hips backwards, and she will German suplex the shit out of Aiden.
Okay, initiative is ended. I am going to go to the shower. See you guys later.
See,
Peace.
Get clean.
She suplexes the fuck out of him. Holy shit!
hmm and Dallas will I'm assuming there's just a huge kick up of dust and debris, and when it all settles, Dallas is cradling a Hamid, Aiden, in Hamid, just kind of gently stroking his hair, and if anybody but Felix or 10 Point tries to even approach, she will snarl at them.
So, like, the second time this has happened, like, this week with Torna characters? Jesus.
Yeah,
But,
bring it.
God
You'll
damn
just
it,
see
Torna.
Shinlo just shift down.
10 Point will spare enough time to look pointedly at Shinlo and point back over to his tea set on the far side of the fucking training grounds.
He will look and just be like, oh. And then he'll just walk over there and make him another fresh, hot tea. This time it'll be green tea.
And then she will put her nose all up in this situation to make sure that Aiden is okay.
Felix will relax down into Hamid, seeing as how Aiden's pack has him under control. He'll head over to Shinlo, and he'll just sit on the opposite side of, like, I imagine there's like a park bench sort of thing.
It's not a bench. It's like little pads on the ground. And just like a little table. He can sit on the opposite side if you want.
Yeah, the opposite side of the table.
Yeah, he'll just be drinking tea.
Hmm.
Eventually, Aiden will wake up. I'm assuming.
No, he is dead.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
I mean, he'll surge angrily awake. You know, like eyes blaring, still very fucking angry. Because I'm on raid 7.
10 Point is
Dallas just kind of leans her head back just a little bit, just in case he decides to come up swinging, but won't stop cradling him.
Nope, and 10 Point is at this point just kind of a not even so much a body shield as breaking line of sight between Aiden and Shinlo. Seeing as Shinlo is way over there and she is between them, it's just making sure he doesn't immediately set eyes on him.
Him spit in the ground. Who knocked me the fuck out? Was that little fucking smiling dick? He looks up immediately, like eyes like fucking darting around at everybody.
No, right.
Shinlo he's smiling.
Shinlo is over there. No, sir.
No, right.
Dallas.
Right. Okay. Where is he? He's trying to get up. You know, he does not give a shit how wounded he is.
While Felix is sitting across from Shinlo in his lowest tone, he's just gonna be like, "Just wipe that smug fucking grin off your face, Onrai."
And he'll just look at Felix and be like, okay. And he'll just have just a plain expression.
She'll like slowly help him to his feet. You want to take the time to heal yourself a bit, Raya?
He will look at 10 Point and just basically give one nod, you know.
Yep, she can tell that Mother's touch is going to be extremely ineffective, and yeah, she'll flat blow.
Well, what's his current range right now?
Fucking
7.
Oh, Jesus!
7 rage.
Mother's touch ain't going to do shit on that. I'm not making that roll. Fuck you. I'm going to just waste a Gnosis and a Gaia's breath. And yeah, she just picks up a big ass paw, stuffs it briefly into her swag, and will lift it just to over one of his shoulders before crunching the tiny clay jar. And yeah, have 4 health back, buddy.
Yeah. Once he gets that 4 health, he starts moving quite aggressively, like trying to shove 10 Point out of the way.
Ah, shit. Shit's getting thrown.
Oh god, she's so clumsy right now.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awkward.
Yeah, before Aiden can make it over, still in a low tone, he's just gonna say to Shinlo, "Be sure to say, Raya, just show submission. Just take it."
And yeah, she'll bumble out of his way eventually. But there's a brief stall as she is like, "Oh God, he's shoving," and she's so awkward, and oh, how unfortunate.
Dallas takes
yeah.
up pace directly behind Aiden, and she grabs her hammer on the way.
I mean, I'll roll willpower to make sure he doesn't do something to 10 point, because he's that level of mad.
Oh, I figured he was.
See, with through willpower, Katie, let's see how this goes. What?
What is your self-set diff there, buddy? Because
I was
she's your
thinking 8.
living
I
punching
was
bag.
thinking 8 to be
Do it.
Right. Okay. Turns. Hit. Said she fell, right? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's-
she's just obnoxiously in the way. She's not falling over, but
Okay.
she's just having so much trouble coordinating to get out of his way. How inconvenient.
Here we go. Thank God. He just like ineffectually just like, punches you. Because Discord hates the living shit out of my damage dice.
Yep.
Only when you're not frenzying. But yeah, she'll take that as hint enough to go ahead and finally actually just shift enough for him to get around her.
And yeah, Aiden comes over like a fucking hurricane to that tea table.
Does it look like he's gonna hit the tea table?
Yeah.
She'll just kind of hold the handle of her hammer out to him.
Oh God, you're encouraging him? Oh shit. Okay.
God.
We're trying to stop me. All right.
Do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think you're talking to?
He'll take it. So what Felix and Shinno sees, he's coming. He's been handed the hammer. And he's coming like the fucking heathens at you, man.
By the way, if you swing that thing, it's +2 to your dice roll.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, unless anyone stops him, he's gonna swing. That's all I'm saying. Not at Shinlo at the table.
I think it's just a tea set on a mat.
Oh, then he's definitely gonna swing.
You could definitely golf swing that shit.
I mean, if anyone's not gonna stop him, because fuck it, he swings it.
What is he doing?
He's gonna smash the tea table.
Shinlo, okay.
It's a table.
Shinlo is going to get right there and just stand right there and look at him.
I was waiting for one of you guys to react. I'm like, I'm gonna be down to the fucking
Table.
hammer.
I mean, it's a table.
And he'll look at that tea set belongs to my mother. If you're going to hit someone, then you might as well hit me with it. And he'll look him dead in the eye.
All right.
Well,
So what is it? It's a minus the low diff with this hammer thing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
what's-
just extra 2 dice, and I am rolling for frenzy at diff 5, so I will spend a willpower point.
No, not a frenzy.
Why are you rolling? Wait, hang on. Why are you rolling frenzy?
Because she's talking back to, or he's talking back to Aiden, and she doesn't like Shinlo at the moment. She hates him right now.
thankfully she
Every-
has shit for
Let-
successes.
She seems to be serene and calm.
And what's going to happen?
Even better than
Hold on, wait, y'all. Before y'all get carried, Shinlo is going to ease face first, shift to Krynos, and basically just says, yeah. And basically, he's going to have face first to the ground.
Oh.
And basically,
Is the hammer standard diff?
Hammer's diff and does strength +4 bashing.
It's currently
Oh, so
negative
it's
2
just-
because he's prone.
Oh, so there's no. I mean, he's swinging. He said aim for him. What am I supposed to do?
He was raising the thing to
Aiden?
swing when Shinlo jumped in front of it. God damn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's basically, yeah. I don't know what's happening.
Basically, you came up on that T set. Shinlo immediately stood in front of you, said, "Nah, hit me," hit Krynos, and immediately just like fell to his knees.
Yep. And wait, did you already roll to swing?
Nope. I was wondering what was happening.
Yeah, go
I was
ahead.
wondering what was happening first before I rolled anything.
He is protecting his tea set with his life.
Felix
Potentially.
stands up and shouts Aiden like I did a minute ago.
And you hear, what? You know, the Raid 7 scream over at Felix. You know, his eyes are like blazing.
I think we should go for a jog, don't you?
Shift to Hamid, you little bitch. You like turn and look at Shinlo down in the face. Shift to Hamid. And I'll give you a smack and then I'll go for a jog.
God damn it.
He will shift back to Hamid and basically will still bow down.
Oh, I'm bringing that hammer down.
What?
What? She's going with the hammer?
Yep.
All successes. Oh my god.
I mean, the chances of you killing him in one blow are pretty fucking nil.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Six successes.
You would have to do fucking.
It's going to be strength plus 9.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, you can't kill him in one blow, thankfully.
Oh, lovely.
Especially not with damage rolls like that.
No, my damage rolls are fucking diabolical lately. 1,
That
2,
does
3,
no
4.
damage.
Yeah, no. If he does, oh no.
1, 2, 3. You hit. He won't wheeze a little bit. He'll just still be right there. He'll just take it.
10 point will, at that point, once the hammer has hit once, while it is still down, we'll just reach out and not grab it, but we'll just lay a heavy paw on top of the handle because he did say one blow.
Just, yeah, Aiden's foaming nearly. Looks down at him. We're gonna have a talk later, you and me. And you just storm and point past Shinlo, like stepping over him. And won't kick the C-set because he's not that spiteful. But we'll keep walking and we'll shove Felix out of the way, you know, storming quite angrily away from everybody.
What's he do with the hammer?
I mean, he just dropped it. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, at which point 10 point just curled her fingers around the handle since she already had the paw on it. So it's not going to hit the ground. It's probably still, like, set there with the head on top of Shinlo. And the handle's just being held up.
Felix is going to approach Dallas.
Dallas grabs a hold of her hammer and then looks at Felix.
Awesome. Yeah, Felix will get all up in Dallas's face and say, he just frenzied and you handed him a hammer. You provoked this. Stupid. Very fucking stupid. Don't ever do that again unless he asks you for that hammer. Even then, I would strongly fucking advise you think twice. Because that whole lot more messy. Think! And he pokes the side of his head violently. Think!
His head, right?
His own head, yeah.
Okay.
Two. That's all I got to say.
You cut out there.
Oh, after
All I got was if you want to.
Working now? Okay, yeah. It's like, follow him if you want to. That's all I got to say. Fuck!
Dallas's face is as stoic as can be right now.
Felix will walk over to Shinlo and will say, when you're fighting someone who gets as hot as Aiden does, I would hope at this point you know how hot he gets. If not, I hope you took something away from this. But poke. Don't. Frenzying is a thing. It's a thing that we do. And it could have ended much, much more messy than it did. Now, seeing as how shit's already happening right now, I'm not going to bring this up to anybody. I'm going to hope that every fucking idiot involved in what just happened took a little something away. That is the fucking lesson.
Shinlo would just drink his tea.
That is the point where even how is he drinking his tea? Was kneeling on the ground from where he was smacked with the hammer.
Oh yeah, my bad. He'll just be kneeling in.
And yeah, come that particular line especially, even 10-point kind of hangs her big head.
Felix will kneel down to Shinlo. Like just to like just crouch down, not kneel down, excuse me. He'll crouch down, he'll say, "You may get up, Shinlo."
Shinlo would then get up.
Do you have a home?
I thought the Sept was my home.
4 walls and a roof. Home.
No.
Felix has a second where he turns aside and he's like, "Fuck, man." Oh. No. But he comes back.
Matt and basically over there.
Please go to it.
Go to my home. Okay.
Well, whatever, yeah, you're
He'll basically move like 5 feet and basically plop down on the mat.
he'll get up and he'll look at Dallas just to see what she's doing.
I mean, Dallas has that look of just... She's not looking in Shinlo's direction. She's got her back to him very poignantly because there's just a look of... Like, Felix knows Dallas well enough to know when she's frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Knows that when she's angry at the world and at herself.
Mm-hmm.
But she's also got just this murderous, just death stare, staring, like 1,000-yard stare, just staring out. She wants to kill something.
Mm-hmm.
And she is doing everything in her power to keep from lashing out. She's visibly trying to not even talk back to Aiden or Felix.
Felix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since she's not moving visibly, Felix will head over, and he will this time not really get in her face, seeing the signs, but he will get into a position to face her. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say, "Aiden is my best friend. You are in his pack. I am not. I'm trusting you to take care of him. Because you are in a better position to do it than I am. Betray my trust, and there will be consequences. But what I am asking is that you please think. Go do some rounds. I'm sorry, go ahead.
There is a slight crack in the armor as Felix says that he is trusting her. It's momentary, just momentary. But that barrel armor just, for a moment, there's a crack that comes into it, and that crack is in a almost surprised turn of her eyes and immediately goes back to just staring forward.
You're running hot. I can feel it from here. Go do laps around Sept until you feel better. You can take your hammer with you.
She just sort of flips open the top of her magpie swag and Mary Poppins that shit right into it. And then she'll just look at Felix. Not glower, not glare, but it's just that look is because you asked.
I mean it about those laps.
And she begins to jog after Aiden.
And Felix will watch.
So I'm just like standing there watching what's happening, partly watching Felix, partly watching. Well, before Hunter's main, now he's also watching Shinlo.
Simon,
Yes, Raya.
thank you for not adding to any of the problems that just transpired.
And he'll look. I mean, yeah, as I've told the Wormfoe, fighting will happen in our tribe, in the onset Welgaru, but I'm just glad that nobody died today. It looked like it could have come close. And he'll look back at where Shinlo is and goes, and look back at where what's her name, Dallas was, and goes, people need to stop purposely pissing each other off.
Mm-hmm. I imagine you heard what I said when I said that I'm not going to take this to anybody, and I would trust that you. I would trust that you honor that.
If my Uriah does not take it to anybody, it's a sign that he does not want me to take it to anybody.
Good.
And he'll nod. Yeah, he'll nod. Should we just leave Shinlo alone for now?
If Shinlo will have your company, and should you decide you'd like to, I'm sure he could use it right now.
And he'll nod.
Knowing your moon, please show as much patience as you can.
He'll look back at Shinlo. Look back at Felix. Being an Arun, but being born a Get and adopting the life of Unicorn, I think this could serve as a good lesson to hold my anger.
Excellent.
Is Shillo hearing all this?
I think so.
Because
I
if
don't
so,
think they made a point of walking away.
Yeah, we didn't make a point of walking right now.
Shillo will just basically be like, he'll just basically get up and he'll just basically take up his up a little bit and basically will sit back. I need no one right now.
Well, there is more pizza. You know where to find it. I am going home. Goodbye. And unless you stopped, you'll turn to leave.
Nope. 10 Point will tip her chin briefly as he turns to go.
Goodbye, Byra. Goodbye, 10 Point.
This Grant's also leaving.
He'll look back at Shinlo for a bit, and then he'll turn around and leave. And, well, he'll say, yeah, he'll look back and Shinlo say, I'll see you around. And then he'll walk away.
And
Nice.
once the
No.
okay, and once they're the only two remaining, 10 Point will amble over and lurch into a seated position in her breed form. It's not an especially well, we'll put it this way: we're all guru here. We know what an aggressive posture and whatnot is and what isn't. And 10 Point is far from. She is just wearing the form because it is the one she is wearing. And she will cast a glance aside to Shinlo. Well, your tactics are off. May I make an offer to you, Yelf?
10 Point, you has been the only one who has shown any inklage of kindness and true friendship to me. Yes, I would like to think of you as a friend freely around me.
Much as you have learned many things that I have not, that I have never heard of, I have been taught a particular way of life. And while the way that I contribute to my pack is very different from most, I do not know if the sept that you came from was so rife of omegas as this sept is. And as has been made obvious, they have a deep need for more who know how to balance and redirect those with whom they've bonded. I've seen the gestures you've made. I recognize the gestures you make. And Chia will pick up a big heavy paw and reach it into her swag. And will withdraw, as wicked as the thing looks, a scourge. It's not something that's elaborately made. It's obviously just a good heavy stick that's been pared down to where it has, you know, a reasonable handle. It has braided links on it, and the links have bits of bone braided in to bite into the skin. And she just takes this and sets it on the ground between them. For the next time that you wish to make amends, and they do not know how to offer you a way to reconcile what you've done. And this is a clean item. This is not like her scourge. I would be happy to teach you if you wish to learn.
I feel like I have no place here. Like I'm the odd man out, as they say. I don't feel like I belong here. Everyone is. I just don't belong here.
It is a feeling that I know intimately of. But this is why we make a place. We find a place. The people of this sept do not know the purpose of an omega. They do not understand the value of an Omega. And what little they've seen is the particular relationship between myself and my pack. But this is not the way it always is. And some of your tendencies, some of the instincts that you have, and how you treat the people around you, I think you would make a fine Omega, so much as some would consider it an insult.
So we just look at you, then he'll look at the
This is not part of it. You do not have to take it. It is my crutch.
I did not mean for your packmate to get so angry. I did not know he was that hot-headed. Usually Ragabash mostly be making the blood of the Aruns or Galliard go aflame, but
Mariah is who he is. He is very hot-headed. But it is something that I am working on. He's my packmate. And I will balance him out, as is my duty as his Omega.
so you will say, 10 Point, that one finds balance as being the Omega.
The duty of an Omega in a pack is to remind them that they have each other and remind them that they are allies and not to fight. When there is an Omega in a pack, there is no doubt of who is in the lowest station. There is no fear of being in the lowest station or regarded as worse among your fellows, because there's someone already there. It gives you the opportunity to speak as someone who is not worth considering a threat. But it means that you must establish yourself as a non-threat to their rank, to their pride. It is not easy, but it is important.
I guess this is my place then. To be beaten. It's no different than the life in the monastery, but bear through it.
An Omega does not always use such physical means to restore balance. That is the relationship between myself and my pack. And this, she again lays a paw on the scourge. This is what I do when I am left like you were. Left prostrate with no chance to make amends. So I make them myself. But it is up to you whether that is something that would appease the need to make things right.
He will start to take off his monk wrap around his body and basically will grab it, need to beat himself with it, and make sure every bit of the flesh will get on it, and then he'll cry out and basically will make sure a little bit of flesh on it, and he'll put it down and just say, you can, if you want, you can give that to your packmate. If he wishes to do it himself, he can come back here. Resist, and I will not deny him the right to do so.
It is not pretty, but it is a way to let people vent out the things that must be vented. You do not have to take the same path I do on that. But I still think that you would make a fine Omega. You have shown care for insults that you have delivered. And while, as an Arun, making things right is very different, I believe you have the potential to make a proper Omega. And these packs need them. And she picks up that gigantic paw, and very gingerly, especially in light of the fact that he doesn't knit up as he's doing it, not in Hamid. So she will be careful not to, like, splay her fingers all across his shredded up back, but will very gingerly set the paw on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's shaking, like, he's sweating and he's shaking because that...
That is... And she nods down to it. A sign of greater dedication than I am able to offer. But take the time, mend yourself. You cannot give if you don't have anything to give. And being an Omega is giving to your pack.
Wise words have never been spoken.
And she will lean her big head down and kind of woof his hair once and begin to rouse herself up. You do not have to take my offer to learn, but if you wish to, I will be available.
If
I am
it's to
always on
learn,
Sept.
I have no need for the mundane world unless Araya wants me to partake in it somehow in some way. I'll be happy to spend time and learn about the ways of the Omega. If it's to bring balance to the pack, I will sacrifice my pride for it.
And she looks almost proud of him, really, for saying as much, especially saying he would sacrifice his pride. And with that, we'll go ahead and rouse herself up. Again, making a broad gesture, very careful not to get even close enough that there could be the misconception that she might touch his back. Shift up, heal yourself. I'll be back.
He will shift the Glabro and he'll be like, I'll be here.
And she nods. And with that, we'll go ahead and she has a tendency to trot around on all fours, even in Krynos. So she kind of rouses up. I look forward to speaking to you again, Yuff. And we'll bob her head and turn to amble back towards her pack cabin. And unless anyone else would like to continue with anything else. All right, then I will say thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching. Thank you, Incidental ST, for incidentally STing. And we will see you next time on the Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.